Hello and welcome to another certified Don tier list. This time, we're ranking the killers based on mobility. This came up because of a discussion I had with one of my viewers. Basically, we were talking about how good Wesker's mobility actually is, and I said saying Wesker had really good mobility was overrated. And then I thought, let's make a tier list. Now, there's going to be something about this tier list that's going to be not quite as exciting. And that's a lot of these killers are going to default go into the bottom two tiers. We've got one for 110% killers, not counting ones with a mobility power. Not just a chase power, but a mobility power. And we got some for 115% killers. Now, what do I define as mobility? Mobility is a power that can be used outside of chase to move around the map. Basically, can you go anywhere on the map you want to go quickly? The better you are at doing that as a killer, the better the killer is at doing that, the better their mobility. So let's start with the regular killers. Actually, let's start with the slow pokes. So first slow poke is Huntress. She's 110%. She cannot get around the map hardly at all. Her hatchets can, but she can't. Self-explanatory. Deathslinger is the exact same thing. And these are going to be in no particular order on these bottom two tiers because, well, I mean, they're all the same speed. Chucky, I'm also going to throw down here. Yes, he has a dash, but his dash is not usually used for mobility. It can in a pinch, but not really. You want to use it in chase. So the Chuckster is going to go down here with these two because he's also 110% killer with a power that really cannot be used for mobility unless you, like, I don't know, dash to an upper story window and then vault it, but no, you don't want to use it for mobility, especially since they're nerfing his cooldown. Now the 115% killers. Here we go. Trapper, Myers, Doctor. Leatherface, you may go faster with the chainsaw, but you don't use your chainsaw to traverse the map. Pig. Let's go Plague. Ghostface. Pyramid Head. There's going to be a lot of these. Currently Trickster, although he's going to go down here in the future. Nemesis. Artist. Trying to make sure I don't miss anyone. Knight. Now he has map control, but map control and map mobility are not the same thing. He can send out AI guards, but he doesn't have presence there. He can't go there. Like you, the player, are there. So, yeah. Merchant, of course. Does she still get the haste? It's not used for map mobility, though. And that's it. That's all the killers with no special mobility at all. Now we can start actually tier listing. Here we go. Wraith. So Wraith has really good mobility. Let's be really clear. He cloaks moves at 150% movement speed. Amazing. He can even use add-ons to vault faster if he wants to. He has to vault through something to get somewhere. So amazing mobility. Is it insane? Not quite, but it's up there. It's really good. And he's going to kind of be the gold standard for what everyone else is going to be, like, judged against. Let's see. Next is Billy. And Billy has... Let's think about this. I want to put him in insane because he is so fast and he can just go zip around the whole map. Certain maps do limit his mobility, though, like Larry's, RPD. But I think overall he does have insane mobility. Now, he can't turn very fast. He's going to get... some places he's going to have to stop chainsawing. But I think putting him in insane mobility is... I think it's fair. Now, Nurse is a weird one. You get a 2-story map, like the game, like Midwich, and suddenly her mobility is the best. Like, it's top tier. she can blink almost anywhere in Midwich within 1 or 2 blinks. But let's say you got Mother's Dwelling. She's barely going to be better than a 115 killer there. She'll be able to blink into the second floor of the, the Huntress's house. But other than that, when it comes to like moving from this side of the map all the way to this side of the map, unless it's a smaller map with multi-stories, she's not incredible. Now, she can blink through obstacles instead of having to go around them. Like certain structures, she can blink straight through from one side of the shack to the other, or straight through certain main buildings. She can blink to the top floor of Dead Dog Saloon. Contest that generator. So she's got good mobility. Is it as good as Wraith? No. I think she goes below Wraith. She's got good mobility. Really good mobility, but she has great mobility, but it's not top tier. Hag is weird. Hag is a 110. She's got almost no mobility. Unless you're going Chag, then she's slightly above average. But her traps allow her to teleport anywhere within a radius, like up to like 44 meters away from her or something like that. Don't quote me on that. That's probably not the exact number. And if you go Mint Rag Hag, you can choose a trap to teleport to. So I think I just have to put her in decent. She goes where she needs to go when the survivors trigger it. But it's so limited. I'm going to put her at the top of above average. Though if you were going by Mint Rag, she'd be great. But I can't judge based on just one add-on, especially an Iridescent that completely changes her kit. Freddy has decent mobility, I think. I'm really quick to place him here. It's because he has a long cooldown. He can only teleport to unfinished generators. And it's a channeled teleport at that. That lets the survivors know he's coming. Now, he can still go where he needs to go, but he loses that mobility throughout the game. But putting him in above average would be disingenuous, so he's going to gotta go in decent. Clown is above average because of his yellow bottles, but barely above average. I think he's going to be kind of low in that tier. And he has to use his precious resource of bottles to do it. Spirit. Now here I'm thinking about her speed add-ons, her mother-daughter ring, her recharge. I think she's... If you go mother-daughter ring with recharge, she has great mobility. Okay, let's be honest. Like, you want to use it in chase, but if you have to get across the map fast, you can phase. I'm going to put her in great. For now. We'll see. She's a tricky one. She's definitely below Nurse and Wraith. Legion. Now, Legion does not typically use his power just for map mobility, but if he's getting hits and he's moving around, he can control a decent area of the map. I think it's situational like Hag. I'll put him below Hag, above Clown for now. Legion's an interesting one. Demogorgon has good mobility with his portals, but they have to be set up. But at the end of the day, I think it's better than Spirit. You're talking about Fred. I saw this a comment that said Freddy has no ability in endgame. Yeah, endgame he's down here. Absolutely. Endgame he just becomes an M1 killer, and he's no mobility at all. He's the same as all these guys. But that's not the case for most of the match. Most of the match he can teleport around a bit, but not as well as Demo can. Demo would definitely go above Freddy, at least. And I think he'd definitely go above Spirit. Once he gets his portals set up, he can even do little tricks off the high ground with his shred. I think he's not as good as Nurse. Is he, though? No, it's not as readily available. But it's... this is a tough one. Demo, with a good portal network, is very mobile. but the survivors can cleanse his portals. They can, you know, get rid of them unless they haven't been used yet. And it's a limited resource, and there is a cooldown, and he has to set them up. I think that's a good place for him for now. Oh, whoops. Hang on, my friends. I need to restart my music. 1 second. All credit to DBD Leaks for having this soundtrack. But let's do the 1 hour version, shall we? That is my No, that's Chase Music. That's Chase Music. All right, now credit to this person for just selecting Wesker on that menu. Thank you for doing that, Lazar. Thank you for doing that. All right, back to the tier list, friends. I know, not super professional. This is casual content after all. Let's go and talk about Oni. Oni's very interesting. I'm gonna turn that music up. Again, thank you, Lazar, for doing that. Go sub to Lazar. Oni starts as a 115 killer, so he's down here, but then he gets a power that gives him great map mobility, similar to Billy, but it's temporary. It's not as good as Nurse. He doesn't have it all the time. Is it as good as Demo? I don't think. He has to earn it. I think it goes there below Demo, above Spirit. He has good map mobility, he has great map mobility, but he has to earn it. A lot of people ending up in this tier, I'm noticing. All right, my boy, the Blight. Guys, I'm going to put him straight into this tier. He has insane mobility. He has got some of the best mobility in the game. You run speed with Alchemist Ring or any number of his good add-ons together. Double speed, Adrenaline Vial, which gives you 7 rushes. Alchemist Ring with Adrenaline Vial, you're going to cover the whole map. Even base kit Blight has amazing mobility. Now the question is it better than Billy? He can turn corners better than Billy can. He doesn't get hit as hard by indoor maps as Billy can. He is just so good at getting around the map and controlling it. And as a Blight main, I experience that firsthand every time I play. Is he better than Billy? Is he? Billy, they're about the same speed when it all comes down to it. But Billy can keep going and going and going and going and going and going until he hits something. But he's very limited on how he can turn. Whereas Blight can turn, change course, go again, and his cooldown is pretty short, recovering his power. I honestly think Blight is above Billy in terms of mobility. Blight is incredible. And there's almost nowhere on the map he can't get in a hurry. On any map. Anywhere. Especially with powerful mobility add-ons. Twins. Twins is weird. So, Twins is going to be in great. The question is where? She can be in 2 places at once. You can switch from Charlotte to Victor. They can be on opposite sides of the map and boom, boom. But that's not... It is mobility, but it's not. It's mobility and map control. But at the end of the day, Victor can only do so much. All he can do is pounce, which is amazing for injuring and downing survivors, but that nothing else. Oh, tracking, but we're not talking about map control. Map control, they're way up here. But mobility, I don't think it's as good as Wraith, because Wraith can go anywhere in a good hurry. So can Victor, but, you know, Victor's limited in what he can do. Is it better than Nurse? No. Nurse is bodily there and can pick up survivors and do anything she needs to do. Kick gens. Victor is incredible for scouting, chasing, controlling the map. But we can only give him like half credit because he's only like half a killer. The other half is Charlotte. And she's just a 115. Are they better than Demo? Demo takes setup time. Twins don't. But Twins has a lot of downtime where Victor isn't there. He's either on the back or he's regrowing from being crushed. Riding a survivor around. There are places you can't deploy him, like close to a hook or close to a gate. I think they go above Oni because Victor is usually readily available and they can be in 2 places at once. But at the same, and it's more readily available than Oni's power, I would say. Unless Oni is swimming in blood, then he'd be above them. I'm going to put twins up there. They've got great mobility. Pinhead. He can teleport to the box. It's above average. I didn't put him below Clown, though. It's so situational. Usually you don't even want to teleport to the box. That's his only mobility. It's just not that great. All right, Sadako. Sadako is a mobility queen. She can teleport with no cooldown on her ability, just on the TVs, all over the map at predetermined points. They can be shut off, but it takes work. She will always be able to teleport. She can't be body blocked either, but that's not really mobility. She's good, though. She's definitely better than Demo. Is she better than Nurse and Wraith? Probably, yeah. Honestly, I think she's up here. Yes, she can only teleport to fixed points, and yes, those fixed points can be shut off, but you're going to be teleporting all over the map all the time, all match long. And it's an instant teleport. You just have an animation of crawling out of the TV. That's it. There's no traversal time. No travel time. Nothing. That's her whole shtick. So yeah, I'm going to put her in Insane. And if I put her in Insane, I'm going to have to put Dredge up there too. But who's better? Dredge is on a cooldown. He can teleport to any locker almost at any time. Yes, locks restrict him, but he gets through those. Yes, certain maps have dead zones, but even if you're in a dead zone, you can teleport out of that dead zone to a locker. Is he better than Sadako? He can also leave a remnant and teleport back to that remnant, so he can leave a remnant near a hook survivor and teleport right back to them to tunnel or go for the unhooker. Honestly, even like his mobility is his thing. It's not very mobile in chase, but in terms of map control, he's good. Is he as good as Billy? Billy can go anywhere. And if Billy has a straightaway and can maneuver around, he doesn't really have a cooldown. I mean, it depends, right? If you're on Midwich, there's Dredge. If you're in Nightfall all the time, there's Dredge. But you're not in Nightfall all the time. You don't always have good lockers. But even on bad maps, Dredge's mobility is nutty. Even on, like, Badham, he's got good mobility. He's just not convenient. So I'm going to put Dredge up there above Sadako. Although Sadako is extremely good as well. Like, and maybe Sadako's more reliable than Dredge. But then Dredge has Nightfall. Nightfall, short cooldown, hyper speed. He can teleport more than often than Sadako can. That goes without question. There's no way to completely shut down his teleporting power. Just slow it down. Even if the map RNG is bad. I'm going to leave Dredge there. Okay, Wesker, the man who started this whole thing. Man, we might have too many tiers. But not really, though, because maybe Freddy should go at the bottom of great mobility. Yeah. Anyways, Wesker. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that tier. That's better. Okay. So we've only got 3 tiers other than these two. All right, Wesker, the man who started the whole discussion. How good is his mobility? Well, I'd argue it's better than Spirit. Is it, though? Is it? His dashes don't go that far. But it's a pretty short cooldown. Shorter than Spirit's. And Spirit's 110 outside of that power. Is Wesker better than Spirit? I'd say yes. Is he better than Oni? Is he? If Oni's swimming in blood, he's zipping around all over the map. It has to be earned, but then at the same time, Wesker just has a dash and a dash. He's basically a nurse. He essentially is a nurse with a slightly longer cooldown who can't teleport. He has to go in 2 straight lines. It's not great. I don't even know if I'd put him above Oni. I definitely wouldn't put him above Twins or Demo. So it's a question of, is he below Oni? Is he above Oni? When Oni gets going, his mobility is nuts. Puts Wesker's to shame. Wesker's is okay. I'm going to put him there. So that would rank him. Well, we'll wait. Wait. Hold on. Okay, we got Larry, who's a very interesting killer. He gets haste when he teleports, and more importantly, he can teleport to survivors that are potted, but only to survivors. So his map control is out of this world, but his map mobility is situational. EMPs shut it down. But he's gonna slipstream and teleport to survivors. That's chase, though. That's not map mobility. He can get a teleport on a survivor across the map, but he can't do that reliably. They might not be close to his cameras. They might EMP. Let's say he hooks someone on the other side, on one end of the map, and on the other side, there's people working on a generator. Even if he's got a pod there, and he pods someone, they can just EMP. There's no, only if he catches someone already slipstreamed near a pod, or in sight range of a pod, can he teleport to the other side of the map. It's inconsistent. It's map control, not map mobility. His chase is great, though. I do think it's better than Spirit, though, even though it's situational. Is it better than Wesker? Wesker has his on-demand. It's short. It's not that impressive, but it's on-demand. I think Larry goes here. Oh, Freddy, I forgot. Sorry. Freddy is here. Like, his teleport is so sad. It's so pathetic. It's still a teleport, though. Hold on. Let's think about this. It's still a teleport on demand. I'm sorry. I can't believe I'm still agonizing over Freddy. He can teleport. Mother-daughter ring Spirit, maybe, but he can teleport. He can teleport on demand to limited fixed points. I would argue Larry's is better, though, and more sustainable. Put it in there. Okay. This above average mobility is just a sad tier, man. It's just like, we're a little bit faster than the regular killers. We got something. All right, Xenomorph has amazing mobility. Is it as good as Wraith? Yes. Yes, I'd say it is. On-demand tunnels to any of the stations. Is it as good as Sadako? This is a tough one. Is it as good as Sadako? He has to get to a station, She has to get to a station, go into the station, navigate through the tunnels, and come out at a fixed point. She can just teleport there. It's not as good as Sadako. But is it better than Wraith? Yeah, I'd say so. All right, Unknown. Wow. Creates his own fixed teleport points on a cooldown. Can teleport to them instantly. He has 4 of them. The cooldown is not that long. He can place them wherever he wants to by doing the feathering, edging technique. Is it insane mobility, though? Survivors can dispel them. There is a cooldown. You have to walk physically there to place them like Demo. It's like Demo on steroids, honestly. But it is fast. I think he goes right here. Just below Wraith. Like he can cross the map in an instant. Let's not forget that. But there's conditions. And there's counterplay. With Nurse and Wraith, there's no counterplay. Is he better than Nurse? Yeah. For the sheer speed of it. Okay, Vecna's weird. Vecna has mobility with his fly. It's getting buffed, supposedly. It's on a long-ass cooldown. Long cooldown, and it doesn't go that far. Even if they buff it to a 25-second cooldown. Is it really that great of map mobility? I think not. I think he's above average. It's good, but it's not, you know. It's nothing to write home about. And finally, the Dark Lord Dracula. His bat form gives him considerable mobility. When in bat form, he moves like Wraith. So automatically, we cannot say that Wraith has better mobility than Dracula. He doesn't. Dracula moves just as fast as Wraith. The transformation is faster than Wraith's bell ringing, especially when uncloaking. And he can teleport a limited distance to vaults, pallets, and windows. That's good. Baby, that's good mobility. Is it better than Xenomorphs? It's more on demand. It has a teleport. It's like a transitional teleport like Dredge. It's a lot like Dredge's, honestly, combined with Wraiths. But Dredge's has no limit to its range. This has a limit to its range. Is he more mobile than Xenomorph? I think yes, because it's on demand. Is he more mobile than Sadako? I need to play more of this killer, dude. Is he more mobile than Sadako? No. It's close. Is he? He can turn on Wraith's power like that. With the disadvantage of not being able to see, but that has nothing to do with mobility. And he can teleport. Combined. Sadako can eventually get into a situation where she's only got a few TVs she can teleport to. Whereas Dracula has almost no such restriction. Is he better than Dredge? Dredge has Nightfall. Dredge can go across the entire map in near an instant. No. I think that's it. There you have it, guys. There it is. Whoa! Don't drive high, guys. All right, anyways. That is my mobility tier list. Blight the King. Maybe I'm biased, but I really do think he's got the best mobility in the game. Billy? Am I overrating him? I don't think so. It's on demand. It's so fast. Most maps will cater to it. Dredge. Sadako. I appreciate that, Sun Card. I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm pretty satisfied with my S tier. No, her teleport's instant. Xenomorph has to walk to a frickin'... Let's see. Are all these mobilities on demand? Yes. Xenomorphs is almost on demand. Wraiths is on demand, but it's just 150% movement speed. He still has to obey all the rules. Yes. Yep, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this tier list. Like, really? The tier list is just these top 2 tiers, so let's be honest. And maybe Vecna and Hag. These guys barely count as having mobility. So there you go. Where do I rate Wesker in terms of mobility? Well, the 13th most mobile killer in the game. Not that impressive. To say he has amazing mobility is, I think, a little disingenuous. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that tier list. If you did, like the video. If you would subscribe, you'd get my monthly content a little bit, you know, more easily. So feel free to subscribe. Ring the crap out of the bell if you want to be a YouTube lord. And I will see you next time.